Welcome to this channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to make daily income from Binance P2P trading. So this video will be in 5 parts, alright? Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 and part 5. Make sure to watch this video to the end and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so whenever I drop any other valuable content, you will be notified.
Alright, I'm quickly going to be introducing to you what is P2P. P2P, it's not just on Binance alone, it's on almost all trading platform, but Binance is the most lucrative. P2P is simply peer-to-peer, is pairing two people together that want to do an exchange through a middleman. A middleman means an escrow, so there's actually no fear of loss of funds and the rest of them because there's actually a middleman. You get. Now on Binance P2P, I'm going to be using to Binance P2P a very quick rundown to know what you stand to gain when you're using the Binance P2P, when trading on Binance P2P. Now, one thing you need to know is right now as it stands, because of the recent CBN ban, Binance P2P is where you can make a lot of money. And I mean a lot of money. And I've made nothing less than approximately $2,000, and I started 2 months ago. Yeah, I'm making less than $2,000. I made $2,000, and I started 2 months ago. Now I have funded this. I had to create I use my other Binance so I can. I'm funded this so I can use it to do some teachings because I'm not willing to liquidate my funds because of a lecture. So now this is the Binance P2P. Now when you how do you get to Binance P2P? When you log into your Binance, you go to your P2P wallet, and then you click on the buy icon to say whatever it is, it's done down for you like this. Now this P2P, it's extremely safe. I mean it's extremely safe because whenever you want to buy from anybody on P2P, the funds is actually held by Binance. You get. Until the transaction has been confirmed, funds cannot be released to either to you or to the buyer. So it's extremely safe. There's no means of getting scammed. Although there is a way of getting scammed if you're not wise, which I will come to that later when we're talking about risk management. Now, when I mean I made $2,000. I really made $2,000. When I started P2P, I started using with USDT, and I made a couple of millions. And I went ahead to the BNB, of which I made quite some millions as well. Now all you're seeing on here is our trades. These are people trading. These are people adverts. And most of you have been wondering how do people do this? It's simple. You can see this. I'm just going to show you some few people we started with and their portfolio as it stands. Now you see this guy F Ikechi. We started together, and I think we're about 1 BNB. Now he has over 14 BNB, as you can see. We have FK Beast. This guy too started with together, and he has over 14 BNB, and it's modern. This is just what they have right now. It's modern, so it's extremely lucrative. This is something I learned for over $50. I learned this thing for over $50, and I made more than the money I made from it, more than the money I paid for to learn. So it's P2P. It's, like I said, it's extremely lucrative on Binance. I don't know about the other platform, but for Binance, P2P is extremely lucrative, and if you get to know the do's and don'ts, you make a lot of money from it. One thing you should know about P2P is this. I'm going to give you some rundown, some things you need to know about the Binance P2P. One thing you should know, number one, is it's going to take your time. Yes, P2P is going to take your time. When you start, it's going to take some of your time. Not even some, at least most of your time. You have to concentrate. It's when you've gone to a certain stage before you can actually say you can take your eyes off for some time. Because P2P trading is just like your normal spot trading, but it's kind of different because the prices that control spots also controls the P2P. I will explain this later when I come to this. Now let's stage of the lecture. So when you're on P2P, when you open a trade on P2P, it's not for you to open a trade and go and sleep. No, it takes your time. You have to concentrate on your P2P trade so you don't get liquidated. How do you get liquidated? If you open a trade now and you leave that, because what we call a fixed price and a floating price. When you're using a fixed price and you place your sell order on a particular price and BNB rises above your price, definitely people will buy it off immediately. Now I'm talking about immediately. They will buy it off. And you before you come back, you can't say somebody has paid you money, tell the person not to refund you. You have to release the coin. And you release the coin, you discover that you sold that loss and you're buying back at loss. So P2P will take your time. That's it. When you open a trade, you have to be online, because when you people don't like that time, people don't like you wasting their time. Let me just give you an example. Because if you waste their time, are you saying this too slow? That's for me. Too slow. Wasted my time. Or yeah, they wasted time. Are you saying it? So when you waste people's time, they'll give you a very bad feedback, very bad rating. And I know most of you here that are listening to you have definitely gave somebody a bad rating before. So it takes time. You have to ensure that you're always online when you put up a trade. You have to ensure you're always online to attend the people, because the world of crypto has to do with timing. Someone that wants to buy coin from you, there's something he needs to buy immediately. So when you're not online and you put up a trade, it's bad. You have to always be online so you can attend to trades. That's number one. Number two, never. I'm just giving you the rundown of. I'm just introducing P2P to you, the do's and don'ts. Number two about P2P is never release coin when you've not received an alert. When you've never received it. It's funny, but it's true. Never release your coin when you receive an alert. If you do that, you're your own. You're your own. That's it. So on that thing about P2P that you need to put to add is, don't be too greedy. It's not a get rich scheme. It takes a little. When you get introduced to P2P, you have to take at least a week or two to study the platform very well. And there are a lot of tricks I'm going to teach you guys that you can use to back profit every day. And I mean every day, every single day. A lot of the, but you should not be in a hurry. You have to study the platform. It's not a get rich scheme. You have to study the platform. You should not be in a hurry to just make all the money. You understand? So you got to take your time, study it, and I'll give you guys a rundown of all you need to know. The simple tricks that is going to come at the last. That's going to be the last when you've gotten the foundation. You got to know the simple tricks to know and all that, but you got to be patient. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to sell, because these guys now that you see on the top of the platform, once most people come to P2P, you don't know how this particular person is making his own gain. So you don't just see because somebody is at the top of the chart with 170, 200, you yourself go and put your money at 177, you might sell at loss. You get it? So because this person lowly now is selling at 170, 200 doesn't mean he's making gain. You have to be wise. Don't just go ahead and be in a hurry. That's why I say you should not be in a hurry. You have to calm down and study the platform, which I'll be teaching you guys. So doesn't mean this guy at the top of the chart is not making all the money. Is not. You get. So you have to be wise. You have to be wise, very wise. You have to be patient. So those three things are actually the most important thing when you want to venture into P2P. You have to be patient. To take your time, you have to always be online. You get. It's not something you can. There will come a time where you can actually put up a trade and you just go off. You get. But I will come to that. But first of all, you need to know that for you to get the tricks I'm going to show you, you have to be online. That is it. Now, like I said, you have to be patient as well. Don't be in a hurry to sell off. Don't be in a hurry because you're feeling this person at the top is the one making the money. It's not. So you have to be very, very cautious and patient. Don't be in a hurry to just sell off your funds. Now, so this is just a short introduction to P2P. In our next section, definitely I will now be teaching you the interface, what this means, what this sell order means, what this buyer means, what this sell order means, how to create your own ads, how to make profits, because When the market is down, when the market is red, it's where a lot of Kryptonians are actually in tears. Everybody's in a low key. But let me tell you the simple truth: when the market is red, actually a very perfect time to earn a lot of funds on P2P, which I'll be teaching you guys as well. When the market is red, it's actually a time to make a lot of money on P2P. It's actually a time to make a lot of money on P2P, which is one of the lecture I'll be teaching you guys as well. The bearish market. When BNB is falling, or whenever any coin is falling, it is the perfect time to accumulate. You know what I mean? Perfect time. I'm not telling you about something. I'm telling you something that I've done, and in one night I have made 100k in one night. I'm telling you the fact. This is not a point and blank. It's the truth. I have made 100k in one night. In one night, just one night. And all these things taking advantage of the bearish market. Immediately a coin is falling is a perfect time for P2P trading. I'm telling you the truth. This P2P trading is mad. It's really mad. I'm telling you the truth. And the reason I decided to just share it out with a lot of people, because this is something we as a youth need to get our hands into to make some money for ourselves. This P2P is really mad because at the point where a lot of people are crying about the loss of funds, in the market, is actually a time where you make a lot of money on P2P. I'll come to that as well. I'll come to that as our lecture progresses. Okay, so that's all for the introduction. Where we start. Like I say, I've funded this wallet, so I'm ready. We'll go to the next class on how to trade and how to understand the interface, to know what this buy means, to know what this transfer means, to know what the sell means, to know what each of this means. Some people also, there's something about you need to know, like something like this. Let me show you this. There's something I want to show you. This rope fiat balance. Some people are always asking what is the meaning of this rope fiat balance. I will explain all that. You also see there's some that uses Naira fiat balance as well. I will explain all those as we progress. This is just a brief introduction. I want P2P is the do's and the don'ts. Okay, that's right. So in our next class, I'm going to be doing a video on understanding the interface. Understanding how to create these ads I'm showing to you today, understanding how to create your profile, understanding how to become a mentor, and the rest of them. We're going to be doing that in our next class. So guys, welcome. Sincerely welcome to this class, and I'm perfectly sure at the end of these 3 days it's going to be a wow for you. If you're serious about this, you're going to make cool money. I promise you that.